So, hello. And today I am going to talk about getting a crazy dream and what to do with the crazy dream. Because I don't know about you, but I've had dreams that are just crazy. And it's so hard to stay true to a crazy dream because everyone thinks you're crazy, right? So, honestly, if you had told me 5 years ago I'd be where I am now, I would have told you you were crazy. So, let's just look at the elements of a crazy dream. So often it will come to you like when you're sleeping, like it's an actual dream, or you'll notice someone else did something that you also would like to achieve, right? And what I believe really is once you see it, once you can sort of like grasp it, then it can be yours, even if it's not yours tomorrow. And the next thing when you get like this crazy idea in your head, like you really, really want something and it's like so out of reach, you want to look at when I put this in my mind's eye, what does my body do? What do I feel like? What's going on with me when I see it? Now, I used to look at I'm not kidding, this is such a weird thing about me. I would look at all the cars in the town that I live in. I live in really nice places. I've always lived in very nice almost always lived in very nice places. Except one time when I was a news reporter and they sent me to a not so nice place. But in general, I've chosen to live in places like Lake Tahoe. I lived up in Nevada on the Kingsbury Grade. I've lived in Santa Barbara with a beautiful view of the ocean. I've lived in Palo Alto where I was a little girl, and I've just lived in these nice places. And so sometimes I would look at everyone else's car and think, I'll never have a car as nice as everyone else. Isn't that such a strange thought? And even the energy of that thought is very disempowering because it's kind of like, I'll never, right? I'll never. How is that fun? That is so not fun. So, the key to changing this is to have it be instead of in comparison to everyone else and instead of it being like everyone else, you want to look at what would be great for you. Like, what would really be fun for you? And so I was very fortunate to have a bunch of money earlier this year. And I asked myself, what what vehicle would I really like? What vehicle would I really like? And of course, I went through some mistakes. So I bought a little red cherry Mustang that I thought I would like, but it was manual. I don't know about you, but if you haven't driven a manual car lately, you either like it or you don't. And if you don't, you really don't. So I bought it and then luckily I sold it for more. It wasn't the right vehicle for me. And then I my kids are almost grown, but I still kind of like wanted the mom car. So I ended up with a Nissan, and then it's an SUV, and I didn't really want it. I don't really believe in buying new cars. It's just something got stuck in my head one time. So I bought a Nissan with 10,000 miles on it. 11,000 miles, I think, 10,088, something like that. So, um, it's just the perfect car for me, and it's now owned outright, so I own it free and clear. It's only got I think it's got 15,000, 20,000 miles now. Like, it's got 5, 6 years left in being still feeling new, in being perfect condition. I got brand new tires for it, and then I get the oil changed every 3 or 4,000 miles. So I went from like staring at other people's stuff and like just thinking I'd never have anything as nice as to having something that I really feel good about. And it came for a price that I really felt good about. Like, it wasn't I really wouldn't have believed that I'd own an almost new car. 10,000 miles is almost new. I don't think I would have believed I could have gotten that back when I was really struggling financially. So So put when you're thinking about like getting something great, just really just put it out there. I'd like something great. I'd like something really awesome. And then just see like what kinds of things begin to show up with that, right? And keep dreaming the big dreams. Like even though they seem pie in the sky, just keep sort of like one year I put down I do this once a year. I write down things that would be great to have happen in the next year. And I write them like they already happened. And so I wrote down I owned land not too far from the Bay Area. And that year we bought 40 acres in the foothills, not too far from San Jose. It was like, what? And it was only, I think it was $150,000. We don't own that anymore. But isn't that fascinating? Like, I just wrote it down and then I just kind of tucked it and then it just happened. So go ahead and dream big dreams. This is really what I want to say to you today is dream big dreams. And then relax and kind of let the dream go. So I'm going to do a really short meditation today since I talked so much. So take a deep breath. Just kind of get centered. And just kind of breathe energy up from the earth up into your body. And then breathe energy from heaven down through your top of your head. And really have a little bit more celestial energy. Go ahead and bring celestial energy down around you. And now take some golden energy, kind of like pouring gold all around your body like a gold color, and just see it go all around you. Breathe into that right now. Just breathe. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. It's good when you yawn. That means you're really into it. And that's also releasing. So go ahead and release a little bit more. And now about 18 inches in front of you, just in your imagination, just picture the space about 18 inches in front of you. And place something there that you would like to have or own. Place something there that you've been thinking about desiring, or you just flat out desire. And then just kind of say hi to the energy of that. And just kind of figure out, like, what is the energy that that would bring to your life? Okay, cool. And what I got with the item that I placed there that was that owning it would make me feel more full of life. Like it would give me a sense of zest for living, should that materialize in my world. So that's pretty awesome. And now this is the key that most people don't know how to do or forget that if they did this it would help them is you want to take a scissors and really cut the cord between you and that item. So you just cut it and then you just kind of throw it away. You kind of throw it down the grounding cord like it didn't matter. Yeah, the lightness to that. So now that you don't have it anymore in there, you can actually bring it back if you want and look at it again. But you want to cut cords of any kind of angst between you and that thing, because that will actually slow down it coming towards you. Yeah, if you care too much or you try too hard or you do too many steps or you just whatever it is, often that can end up repelling what it is that you thought you were seeking to have climb in your space with you. Isn't that fascinating? Just want to let it go. And then I guess I have one last thing before saying adieu for today, and that's be in gratitude. Be in, let's see, how to express this. Be of great joy, gratitude, and certainty. Perfect. Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate you. You can go to energyclearingforlife.com and listen to other shows there.